Hello everyone. In previous videos, I have talked about setting up your environment to be able to run a simple React application. Those videos include how to install NodeJS and how to create your first React app. I will be including links to those videos in the description below. Nevertheless, it came to my mind, what if someone doesn't want to install anything on his computer? Maybe you just want to try it. Kind of like try it before you buy it. With that premise, I came up with this video. Now, how can you give React a try without installing any software? Let's open a browser and search for React docs. The first result that I get is from reactjs.org, and it's the Getting Started Guide for React. Let's open that link. This page has a lot of valuable information, and not just this page, but the whole React docs. The documentation is rich, and if you want to grow your React skills fast, the docs would be my #1 recommendation for you. However, what I'm interested in showing you from this page is this section right here, Online Playgrounds. It lists 4 different playgrounds that you can try for React. All of them are free of charge and you don't have to install any software. Maybe this is not news for you, but it is worth mentioning. They are all great, but for the purpose of trying React for the first time, and especially if you want to see what React app is all about, I definitely have a strong preference over a few of them. Let's take a quick look. I am going to open 4 tabs with each one of them. First, we have CodePen. I'm not going to spend much time on this one. Yes, you can try React, but it obscures most of what you want to see in terms of how React app is structured. It shows you a root element in the HTML pane, an empty CSS pane, and the JavaScript pane just includes a render method with some inline JSX. So let's close that one. Next we have Code Sandbox. This one gives us a fuller editor view and shows us more the file structure of a basic React application. It comes with the original index HTML in the public folder, as well as an index file with the entry point of our application and an app component in a separate file. So now we know how to create a component in a separate file and how to export it. And if we go back to the index file, we know how to import it as well. Moving on to the 4th sandbox, and please note that I'm jumping one, we have Stack Blitz. I have a particular liking for Stack Blitz, just because it is so similar to Visual Studio Code, which is the editor I use on my day-to-day development. But like I mentioned before, for the purpose of taking a look at React for the first time, especially Create React app, this is a step backwards because this editor doesn't respect the default structure that we get with Create React app. We can see that this index file just shows us the root element like CodePen, and there's no folder hierarchy. Every file is at the root. So last but not least, we have Glitch. I do not particularly like the user interface for this one, although we can change the theme to dark in the editor settings, and that makes it a little better for me. That being said, this sandbox has the best representation of a React application created with Create React app. It is almost identical to the default structure. You get your public folder with the original index.html file, your source folder with all the files that you would get. There is a README file and the package JSON is, for the most part, untouched. The only thing that I didn't like about this sandbox, but at the same time makes a lot of sense, is that this sandbox takes a little bit to load. And that was kind of pushing me to prefer Code Sandbox as my recommendation to get started. But if you're willing to wait a moment for the application to load, Glitch will definitely give you the best idea of how to get started with React. Well, that is it for this video. If you found the video useful, please click the like button. And if you would like to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time.